I'm Adam Watson.
I'm Trinity Watson.
This is the Dark Center Mafia Power Hour.
Where it's probably not going to be an hour, but it is twice the power.
Today we're going to be looking at my haul from the Capital City Comic Con that we did back in
May.
May? Was it May? Oh, man, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
So we weren't doing these haul videos back then, but I happen
No.
to have everything that I got there in one box, so might as well show it off.
Nice.
So I wasn't specifically looking for anything there. Sometimes when I show up at a con, I know I'm going to spend at least $20.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not necessarily looking for things like other people are, right?
Yeah.
There's a guy that I got to talking to throughout the day who needed to clear as much space as possible in his storage unit. He didn't want to leave with a bunch of trade paperbacks and hardcovers. I didn't know that I wanted everything in the stack, but I told him, make me an offer. If I like it, I'll walk away with it, right? And I kind of counted through what he had, figured, he had like 15 or something like that. So if he said 15 or less, I'd go ahead and take it.
Yeah.
I think he said $12, if I remember right.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, done. So one of them from it is the all new Firefly. This is the iteration that Boom Studios is doing. I think that it's still ongoing. I haven't read any of this yet. I did read some of them that Dark Horse did. I like the Firefly TV show, so I'm going to give this a try. And then, speaking of Dark Horse, we got the Fight Club 2 hardcover with a pretty sweet David Mack cover.
I love all of the Fight Club covers. I've seen so many of the single issues and boxes and stuff, and I've picked up some of them just for the cover alone.
Yeah, I don't know that I think that Fight Club needed a sequel.
Yeah.
So I've been hesitant to read this one. I've actually had the single issues several times in different buys that I made, and I've never read them yet, but this is in a hardcover where you can read the whole series a little bit easier.
Yeah.
So I might break down and finally read it. I don't know. Comment if you think that this series is actually worth reading. I'm still kind of hesitant too, just because I don't think Fight Club needed a sequel.
Right.
And then I think I actually do have a hardcover of this. This is the Dark Horse series, I'm pretty sure. Serenity Firefly Class 03K64. Yeah, I'm pretty positive I have this one in hardcover format. So I probably don't need that, but, it was in the lot.
Right.
And then this, I didn't even know that Powers had been printed in like the softcover compendium style.
Okay.
It's volume 7. I've read the other Powers probably up to this point, so I don't think I'd be too lost if I started on this one.
Right.
Have you ever read Powers?
I have not.
It's a pretty cool series. It's done by Brian Michael Bendis and Michael Avenomin. And
The
it's...
artwork is fantastic.
Yeah, it's great art. It's a super powered world where, if I recall correctly, it's been a minute since I read it, but he is a former superhero, and now they're detectives that work super powered cases.
Right.
So it's well worth reading. It's been a while since I read that, but I wouldn't mind getting back to it. The Magic Order, Volume 1. Mark Millar's hit or miss for me.
Yeah.
The artwork is really cool, but Mark Millar, some of his stuff is really good, and some of it is just so damn mean-spirited or so steeped in whatever the pop culture of this minute is.
Yeah.
That if you read it even a year or two after it came out, it seems so damn dated.
Right.
Like, is it the Ultimates or Kick-Ass? One of the two has like 20 references to Lost in it, right? And I watched all of Lost, so I get what the references are.
Right.
But if you're someone who's reading it now, that isn't a way to make it seem timeless. That's a way to make it seem very dated.
Yeah, I typically wait until you tell me if it's a good story or not, because I stay away from his work because it's so mean-spirited.
Right. Then there are very few people who are actually creating their own comics that are outside of us. But this is one of them. Invasion from Planet WrestleTopia. So I'm not a big wrestling fan, The creator of this was selling the trade paperback and giving away single issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we'll have this go through comics mainstream distribution at some point.
That would be awesome.
I read the first issue already,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very eager to read this as a full-on trade. This is actually a very good comic.
Okay.
You don't have to be a wrestling fan to like this. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's actually very funny. And then Gideon Falls Volume 1. I know I've read this. I think I have this. If I have this, then you can have whichever copy is not as good looking.
Ah. That's
This
how it
is
goes.
pretty cool. It's about a group of people who are obsessed with this barn that just keeps appearing in various spots and causes like murders and things like that to occur around it.
Yeah.
The artwork is really cool.
Yeah, it's by Jeff Lemire, right?
Jeff Lemire is the writer. Yeah.
And he does Sweet Tooth.
Yes.
And he also does a vampire book that the name is eluding me on.
He did Little Monsters. Is that what you're thinking of?
That's what I'm thinking
Okay.
of.
Yeah, Jeff Lemire's done a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And most of it is very good. Gideon Falls is really good. I think I've read the first 2 volumes of that so far.
Okay.
In any case, I'm positive I do have that one. Captain Britain and MI-13. This is something I actually have been wanting to check out. I am a huge fan of Excalibur.
Mm-hmm.
This features a lot of the same characters that Excalibur had.
Oh, nice.
Oh, this is also part of the lot that I got from the guy at the end of the day, by the way. Everything so far except for the WrestleTopia book has been.
Yeah.
So, yeah. In any case, if it's Excalibur adjacent, I'll give it a read. I know this has Captain Britain, Pete Wisdom. Those were both characters who were featured in Excalibur. So, yeah. Give it a try. Like it, cool. If I don't, it's not a big deal. Cable and Deadpool. I actually haven't read any of this series yet, I don't think. Maybe the first issue?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I've heard that it's good.
Okay. Well, I hope it is, because I also have this volume.
Mm.
And I also have this volume.
Mm.
So, I'm going to give it a try. So this was one of the things that I was actually pretty excited to get in the lot. The Boys, Dear Becky, as far as I know, this story has not been included in any of the oversized hardcover omnis.
Interesting.
This is a boys story that takes place after, it might actually take place continuity-wise beforehand. I haven't read it yet. But this was published around the time the TV show came out. So It's a new story in any case. And I love The Boys, so I can't wait to actually read that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a comic dealer who had 25 cents a comic on all the comics. The funny thing is that she had told me the boxes were full of comics no one had ever heard of. And I'm like, a comic by Frank Miller and Dave Gibbons, and you think no one's ever heard of it.
It's very rare, don't you know?
But hey, she was charging 25 cents a piece. I don't really care what she thought. This is Martha Washington, one of the Martha Washington books.
Mm.
And then Prime number 8. I might already have this one, I'm not sure. I'm trying to put together a complete run of the Ultraverse. I have no idea why, but I am trying to.
Yeah.
So the one book that I do know why I'm putting together a complete run of it from the Ultraverse is Rune. Barry Windsor Smith art. That alone makes me want to get it. And she actually had issues number 2, 3, 4, and 6 in there. I don't know if I have any of these already. I think that I might have at least issue number 2. But I know there's at least a few in here that I don't have, and for $0.25 a piece. And then Shadow Man. For some reason, I also feel the need to put together some complete Valiant series. I don't know why. But Shadow Man number 31, 32, 43. So basically, if it's later in the Valiant run, which, to be fair, I don't even remember how many issues Shadow Man went. But I know 43 is getting later in the original run.
Right.
And they're in a quarter bin, I'll pick them up. I'm not really looking to spend much more than that. But, for a quarter a piece, why not? And then Caliber presents Synergy. I don't know what this is. What I do know is I like a lot of Caliber Press stuff.
Yeah.
And this looked kind of cool. So.
Yeah, if I remember right, the inside looks really cool too.
Let's take a look real quick. Oh, it's autographed.
Oh.
61 of 2,000 copies are autographed.
Dang. Yeah, no, it's really nice black and white.
Caliber features that a lot. So I never even heard of that one though. And here's another one I never heard of. Like, I do not know what I have
Are
there.
those razor blades?
They're razor
On
blades
his eyes?
coming out of what I guess are his eyes. I don't know if it's like his intestines coming out.
I don't know what's with that cover, but I love it.
Yeah, so I pulled this one out and I started laughing. And there was an older gentleman who was next to me digging through the bins, right? And he's like, "What is that?" I don't know. If you don't buy that, I might. And I'm like, "Nah, I'm going to."
Yeah.
And then I don't know what this one is either. Stanley and his monster.
Okay.
It sounded familiar to me. Like, I think this might be a 1980s cartoon, maybe.
Okay.
But the character on the front looked kind of like My Pet Monster.
Yeah.
And that's why I picked it up, because I thought, hell, And then once again, I'm putting together these runs of the Ultraverse. I don't know if I have Mantra number infinity or not, so for a quarter I didn't leave it behind. I could not tell you why I picked this one up exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like Mars, I've seen these in 25-cent bins several times.
Probably because of it starring Dynamo Joe.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of Dynamo Joe comics that I had no problem getting rid of though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know why I wanted this.
Huh.
I saw it in the 25-cent bin and I thought, hell, I'm going to pick that up. You got me, why?
Yeah.
Oh, and then we got a few more Martha Washington's Give Me Liberties. And then the Incomplete Death's Head number 4. So I had Death's Head comics when I was a kid. They're stupid fun.
Yeah.
I've had damn near full runs as an adult, but unfortunately I keep selling when I sell off collections, right?
Right.
This time I'm like, okay, I'm going to put together this whole run and I'm actually going to read this. And I like the original Death's Head more than Death's Head 2.
Yeah.
That's who's featured on this. I really regret selling one of the issues because apparently he hunts down Doctor Who and kills him.
Oh my god.
Or I don't know if he kills him or not, but he's hunting him down. I don't know if that will ever be reprinted by Marvel, so I really should have kept it, but I got like $75 for it, so I kind of don't regret it.
Yeah.
But whatever the case, for a quarter, I'm more than happy paying that. Some of these, it's not they're expensive. You could probably pick them up online for a couple bucks. But some of these, like this particular cover, I never see in cheap bins. So for a quarter, it was an easy grab. And then the Demon number 52. So I do like this particular series, The Demon, but the reason I picked it up is Garth Ennis.
Yeah.
It's got Hitman in it. Hitman actually made his first appearance in the Demon Annual, number 3, if you don't know.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah. And so I'm guessing Hitman appears in this. I don't know. It might just be like a series of flashbacks on the cover. This is really cool. This is actually what I was trying to accomplish when I did the very first version of Ghost Assassin Origin.
Oh.
In an upcoming video where I show the publishing history of Ghost Assassin, you are going to see how hard I failed in making something like this.
Yeah.
But whatever the case, it's a cool cover. Garth Ennis, John McCree. John McCree is who did Dix with Garth Ennis.
Yeah.
So I already know I like their work together. For a quarter, it's an easy pickup. Dragon's Claws number 8.
Love that
So
face.
I think the reason I picked this one up is one of the Marvel UK characters makes his first appearance in this series, and I think it's Death's Head.
Okay.
But but they were a quarter a piece, so I didn't want to just sit there and research it. I just want to spend the quarter, right?
Yeah.
But also, this guy has kind of a weird military Joker look about him.
Right.
And I kind of like that too. So
Yeah.
I'm glad I picked that up because who knows, maybe we'll make a video out of that one. And then maybe you were right that I picked up Mars for Dynamojo because for some reason I picked up this Dynamojo. I don't know why I did. Maybe I was just nostalgia for big mech robots that day. I have no clue.
Yeah. They were probably for one of my brothers or something.
That could be. And then the New Humans. So I've been putting together a complete run of X Mutants. And New Humans is one of the branch off titles. This makes me laugh so hard. X Mutants, like how did they keep from getting sued by Marvel, right?
Right.
And then the spinoff is called the New Humans instead of the New Mutants. Like,
yeah.
how did they not get sued by Marvel? But I don't know why I'm trying to put together a run of X Mutants. I just am. And then first six pack. This is previews. I didn't realize that when I picked it up.
Okay.
But that's why I got the Dynamojo, because this was packaged in with the Dynamojo.
Oh, okay.
So I still would have picked this up had I known it was previews though, because I collect a lot of preview type stuff. I've read a great number of the books that are on here. Badger, John Sable, American Flag, Grimjack, and Nexus. Dynamojo is actually the only one I haven't read.
Okay.
And all of those series are really good. So, and then this is the first issue of Invasion from Planet WrestleTopia. This series is completely worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really recommend seeking this out. It's actually at a lot of the comic shops in our area now.
Okay, that's really nice.
Yeah, he's been working his ass off to get it into all the comic shops in the area. And yeah, it looks really good. You get a chance, whether or not you're into wrestling, pick this up. It's fun.
Yeah.
And then Lobo number 40.
That looks like a very different Lobo than what we did the video on.
Drawn wise, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Same
still,
attitude, maybe.
all the same. It's a Lobo book. It's a quarter. It's still written by Alan Grant, so I'm sure that the characterization is the same.
Yeah.
If I find a Lobo comic for a quarter, I'm just going to buy it.
Yep.
I do have to once again, though, laugh at the absurdity. A bunch of comics no one's ever heard of, and Lobo's in there.
Yeah.
So then, same thing with Mantra number 19. I'm trying to put together a whole run of these. I didn't realize how banged up that corner was when I bought it, though. That's the thing, when you're buying shit for a quarter, you just get greedy. You don't pay attention to condition.
All right, Larfeliz.
And I want to say condition is more important than story to me, but I am a little bit picky, so I probably will find a better copy of that I'll spend a quarter on. Camelot 3000. I had the full series of this, didn't get a chance to read it when I sold it because I was broke back in the day. But it's something I've been wanting to read. This is Brian Boland. And that's basically the reason that I can tell you for why I want to read it is because of Brian Boland.
Good enough.
But, quarter piece, 50 cents for these two issues, number 3 and 9. Now I have a few less to track down. Challengers of the Unknown, number 2, 3, 7, 8, and 9. So this is Stephen Grant, not Alan Grant. But the reason that I picked this up, so I've never read any Challengers of the Unknown before. I have no idea if it's good or not, right? But the artwork on this is so damn cool. I really, really like this artwork.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason I picked it up. Hopefully it actually reads well because you know that I am more of the writer collector than I am the art collector.
Yeah.
Concrete Odd Jobs. So I read Concrete a long time ago. To be fair, I had a screaming baby in the house.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. I did not enjoy what I read.
Yeah.
Maybe that was because I had a screaming baby in the house.
Again, you're welcome.
So I figured for a quarter, let's give it another shot.
Yeah.
I watched a video of it on Cartoonist Kayfabe. They claim it's like one of the greatest comics ever made.
Interesting.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give it another shot for a quarter, you know? Then Dark Horse Presents for 52.
Mm-hmm.
Sin City, Heartbreakers, Bacchus. I picked this up mainly for the Bacchus story. I already have the Sin Cities in other ways. But Bacchus is done by Eddie Campbell.
Oh, okay.
You know who Eddie Campbell is?
Yes, but I can't think of
From Hell with Alan Moore.
Yes.
Bacchus was a long-running comic he did, so you'll find it easier in Dark Horse Presents than in the Bacchus solo title. But occasionally I find issues of Bacchus in like the 25 and 57 minutes. I don't know if I enjoy the character yet or not. It's one of those things where there's enough of it that I just want to put together a run before I actually read it. I do that with a lot of books, actually.
Yeah.
And then, don't ask me why, but Death Blow issue number 2.
Okay.
We were looking at Darker Image the other day. This obviously was something that I picked up long before Darker Image. But I like the cover. I like the artwork. I like Jim Lee. Mm-hmm. I've decided to finally give Death Blow a try as long as I don't spend over a quarter a piece for the issues.
Yeah.
And then Deathlock, the Imtech series. Got issues number 8 and 10. So with Deathlock, the whole thing there is like, it's not necessarily a character that I overly relate to or think that I need to collect or anything like that. But the Imtech line was actually really good.
Okay.
It had some underrated titles. And sometimes I wish when Marvel had titles like this and they do away with the imprint that they just migrated it to just being straight Marvel and just kept it going, right? Because like the MC2 universe, they didn't need to put that on the Spider-Girl book. They could have, just Spider-Girl and then just kept it going. It definitely had the fan base.
Yeah.
Well, with the Imtech line, Deathlock, X51, and Warlock. I don't know if there were more than that, but those are 3 I remember, right? Mm-hmm. Warlock kind of spun directly out of the end of Excalibur. It's what happens with Douglock next when he becomes Warlock again.
Yeah.
It only went, I'm going to say like 10 to 12 issues, if that many. It's good though. And X51, Machine Man, that is an underrated gem in my opinion.
Right.
Is Deathlock as well? I have no clue. It's only one way to find out, right? Mm-hmm. And then for some reason, I have decided to pick up various Avatar comics when I find them for a quarter a piece. And no, it's not because I love the band Avatar so much.
Well, you could have fooled me.
I don't know. I don't know what this is. Mm-hmm. Absolution, Rubicon. I have no idea. All I know is for some reason I've been buying the Avatar books for a quarter a piece. Or 50 cents a piece.
And it has nothing to do with the band.
Nothing to do with the band. No, I don't think that the Avatar heavy metal band got their name from Avatar Press. I could be wrong. I'm actually not sure where they got it.
Yeah.
So, do you read this as Arak or Arak or what?
Arak.
Arak?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever the case, I know I'm only missing like 2 issues of this whole series, right?
Okay.
And I don't know what issues they are because I never write them down before I go to a con. But this was in pretty damn nice shape for a quarter. Mm-hmm. So I figured, what the hell, I'll go ahead and pick it up, right? Mm-hmm. Now, one of the things I like about this character is he has a genetic makeup that's similar to mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Batman Legends of the Dark Knight. So the Legends of the Dark Knight are done by a creator for just like 3 to 4 issues, something like that. Okay. And then they kind of move on. I don't know how in continuity any of them are, right? Mm-hmm. But number 24 and 25 are both by Howard Chaykin and Gil Kane. And then number 27, which is by, Denny O'Neil and Chris Sprouse, maybe? Mm-hmm. And then number 36 and number 38 by Alan Grant and Kevin O'Neill.
That's such a cool cover.
Yeah, even if I wasn't wanting to dive into these more, I still would have picked that one up just because Alan Grant and Kevin O'Neill.
Yep.
And Legend of the Dark Might. What's not to love about that, right?
Yeah.
And then issue number 41 and 44. I've seen this cover, of course. Like, this is actually kind of a famous Batman cover, I think.
Yeah.
Stephen Grant and Sean McManus. I'm not familiar with Sean McManus, but I am with Stephen Grant. Okay. And it's a cool cover.
Yeah.
And then Annual 1991. I bet you won't be able to believe why I picked this one up. Really? You don't know who did the cover artwork?
Oh, Mike Mignola.
Yeah.
I was looking at the writers. I'm like, who wrote this?
Just look at the art.
No, the cover didn't even cross my mind.
This
that doesn't
is kind of the goofiest of the covers.
Yeah.
But the Grant on there might be Alan Grant, and I do really like Alan Grant's writing.
Mm-hmm.
And you are wrong. I do sometimes pick up things just for the covers.
Okay. Well,
you never know if you're going to find a really cool comic without judging it by the cover to some degree.
Yeah.
In any case, for some reason, I just want to read all the Legends of the Dark Knight, see what I like and don't like out of that. And then the Black Flame Archives. I have no idea what this is. It was a quarter, though. I'm not the biggest fan of fantasy, but it looked hella cool. I don't know.
The cover looks so cool.
Something about this looks really cool.
Yeah.
So I decided to pick it up. And then, apparently, I found another issue of Camelot 3000. I found issue number 2 as well. Then this one was not a quarter. I paid the full price for it. I don't remember how much the full price was. And it looks like Steve didn't put a cover price. So Steven on the cover is someone that we already know from Cosmic Monkey. I didn't realize he created his own comics until he's at this show selling them.
Yeah.
He showed me a couple pages of this. It looked very offensive. I like that. So I went ahead and bought it. And then from the lot from earlier where I got all the trade paperbacks for $10 or $12, he also had Lone Wolf and Cub Omnibus 8. This isn't quite in the condition that I like.
No,
but
you got it for dirt cheap.
He just threw this one in because I saw it after I'd already bought all those, and I was like, oh, I should have seen if I could trade you something out of this for that. And he's like, oh no, take that too. I need to make room. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, I'm cool with having a Lone Wolf and Cub for free. Eventually, I will be upgrading to the deluxe editions that Dark Horse coming out with, which is, by the way, I knew about before everyone else did. Because I know somebody who works at Dark Horse, and he told me about it.
Oh, well, aren't you special?
So then, the Disney Adventures. I've been picking these up because some of them have Bone issues in them. Oh, okay. It was actually the first time Bone was featured in full color. Outside of the covers, of course. For the actual individual issues, it's the first time they were full color, right? Mm-hmm. These were 50 cents a piece. I don't think a single one of these actually features Bone. Oh. Some of the Disney Adventures also feature Little Gloomy. Oh. I think those Little Gloomies are actually what are featured in the Super Spook Show. Yeah. Which I think I have a complete set of, right? Okay. So I might already have all the stories that appeared in Disney Adventures. I don't know. Whatever the case, I picked them up for that reason. I don't know if I'm going to keep them long term or not. This one I probably am going to keep because I really like the live action Turtles look on the cover there. Yeah. And then we have Tim Allen teaming up with Pete. Mm-hmm. Apparently Tool Time and Goof Troop go together. And MC Hammer and Darkwing Duck. These are great if for no other reason than they're the weirdest snapshot of this time period. Yeah. Dinosaurs. Jason Priestley with Jessica Rabbit. Do you even know who Jason Priestley is? No. Have you ever heard of a show called 90210?
No.
No. Well, anyone my age will know what that is. And then Captain Picard with Jessica Rabbit, Beast, Darkwing Duck. Is that Magica to Spell? Is that who that is?
Yes.
And Pinocchio as Star Trek characters. So they really worked Jessica Rabbit into multiple of these.
Yeah, they did.
And then Wayne's World with the villains. I have no idea why Wayne and Garth would be with the villains, but they are. Mm. And then Urkel with Sebastian. Like, these are such weird snapshots.
Yeah, they are.
Rick Moranis with Baby Huey. Luke Perry with Roger Rabbit. So do you know who Luke Perry is?
No.
Luke Perry is also from 90210.
Okay.
And then he was on Riverdale. And then sadly passed away.
Oh.
And let's see here. Why can I not think of her last name? Cindy Crawford. Cindy Crawford with Genie. Do you know who Cindy Crawford is?
No.
She was probably like the most famous person back then. You know who that is? She's Blossom at this time period when she's dancing with Beast. But you have to know who she is.
Blossom.
Yeah, that's Amy from Big Bang Theory.
Oh my god. What?
Yeah.
Why does she look older than she does now?
What? No, she's a little kid in that one. She's Blossom at this time period. In any case, those are Disney. Yeah, I'll leave these up. In any case, those are the Disney adventures that we got. You got anything?
Nope.
All right, let's go make some comics. We didn't create the comics that were featured in today's episode, but we did create these. Check out Ghost Assassin in the Cards and the Chihuahua Who Flew Away mini comic, both of which were written by me. The Chihuahua Who Flew Away was illustrated
by me.